to our next speaker, Nding'a Laizer Orkeyaroi. He is the founder of the Tanzania Eco Warriors Initiative and a partner with us in the NCUP Osaligi Masai Lands Restoration Project. Nding'a, if you're with us, you can just start talking now. Yes, why don't you just introduce yourself, and I'll advance the slides as we practiced earlier.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today as we are celebrating our Earth Day. My name is Nding'a Laizer from Maasai Pastoral Community of Tanzania. I'm also a founder and director of Tanzania Eco Warriors Initiatives. It is a non-government organization or non-profit organization registered and working in Tanzania to engage, educate, and empower local communities through regenerative initiatives and sustainability use of natural resources. As I told you that I'm a pastoralist from a pastoralist community, climate change has been a part of our life since I was a young boy because my parents and the elder parents have to move from one season to another, just searching for grasses and water for animals. But as time goes, these resources have become scarce, and that's why I developed a desire to dive myself into climate change as the way that would sustain our livelihood as a pastoral community. So, as a non-profit organization, we work on the area of regenerative grazing and regenerative agriculture. We believe that in managing our rangeland, we have to employ the methods that we ensure the sustainability of this resource and the livelihood of our communities. So through that, we ensure that social, economic, and cultural aspects of the land are there, so as we could live in harmony with nature. But another issue is the issue of climate change and disaster risk reduction. We know that climate change is the cause of most of the disaster that the Maasai and the other pastoral community along East Africa and all over the world is facing. So we do education on the issue of climate change, on mitigation and adaptation through regenerative solutions. But also we do the issue of community empowerment. We have some of the drought that caused a lot of loss to our animals. For example, in 2022, more than 50,000 animals in northern Tanzania just died because of drought. So another issue is to empower these people by giving them education in how to use their resource so as they cannot die. So another issue we do here is restocking of the animal, because if this community depend their animals for the survival, so what can we do to make they come back after shocks? So we restock them by giving some of the animals so they can continue their way of life. But another issue we do the women and the girls empowerment. We know that climate change is a problem to all communities, but within the community, women and the girls are the most vulnerable because they are responsible for fetching water and searching water as well as firewood. So if the girls are ready and the women are ready for climate, we believe that they can be good champions in the fighting for this. So all this we're doing as an organization is just to empower our local communities, but to sustain our culture amid the changing climate.
Oops, sorry, went the wrong way. So Nding'a, I've forwarded the slide to the livelihood slide. Do you see it?
Yeah. Okay. I can continue. When we speak of the economic contribution of pastoralism, in our community, we believe that to Maasai, pastoralism is not just about economic. It is all about the whole system of living, because it is an insurance, it is a food, and it is what we use to pay school fees, medical expenses to our kids. But when climate change hit, pastoralism means that we go back to poverty. But also, we want to speak a little bit about formally informal traders. Although we are pastoralistic keeping these animals, but we don't have access to formal markets. So we just sell our animals by just using the appearance and the color, and not the weight that is acceptable in the international market. So we are trying to look the way on how we could create a market that will be fair and profitable for these communities. So also, apart from that, we go beyond non-market values. Apart from non-market value, we have the role of pastoralism on the issue of rangeland and biodiversity. We know that this animal can help much in the whole process of regulating or controlling invasive species. When you go today around the East Africa pastoral area, you find different kind of invasive species. One of these is Parthenium and the Hypomea, known as morning glory. This invasive species can be controlled or managed using these animals. So pastoralism is also a climate solution. Thank you.
And Nding'a, thank you very much. And it was interesting to hear you bring up the morning glory, because you saw the slide we showed earlier where Dalmas and I were trying to mitigate the morning glory just with the behavior of the livestock itself. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through all the slides. We need to get to our other speakers. But I'm just going to just advance through these literally so you could just see them. You know, we can come back to these at another time. There's obviously challenges, but you know, but there's opportunities too. It's interesting, this slide here in the top left. I'm just noticing this now for the first time. There it is. That's morning glory. These cows, they'll walk right past it and they won't even eat that. And Nding'a, just very, very quickly, do you want to make a comment about this slide? Very quickly, then we have to go on.
Okay, thank you, Seth, and the participant. These are the pictures from my community. This is 2022 and 2023 when we lost a lot of animals. The other picture down here, you see the kids are crying because the animals almost to die. But also you see how we are struggling to get water during the drought period. We go to dig the ground, feeds just to get water. So when we speak that pastoralism, all pastoralists are more vulnerable, you see that it is not all about the rangeland, it's also about a resource like water. We lack water and the grasses. So we need together to be together in fighting for climate change. So we need to empower these people. Wherever you see this story, these are the real story from the field. We are the one who observe climate change and the one who are living climate change every time. So this is the reality, and we will share more later. Thank you.
Okay, and Nding'a, thank you so much. Again, many more pictures like this and stories to tell, but we need to move on, but we will get back to this at another time.